Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. To say it's been a minute would be an understatement because, wow, I feel like I constantly live about 3 million different lives on a daily basis. Sorry, daily basis. No, a day-to-day basis. Oh my gosh. But I was coming to like the realisation, one of many to be quite frank, also ignore all the cars and commotion that's going on outside. Every time I press record, is there like, let's just make noise, let's just go down here, yeah? Anyway, sidetracking, no, but one of my many realisations is that I just decided to like start a YouTube channel. And like old me would have been there like, sorry darling, you're doing a YouTube channel. Yeah, apparently so. I never actually introduced myself and who I was. I'm Daniella, and I thought like we could just have a sit down chat. You can kind of get to know me and sort of think, yeah, she's a vibe, she's my vibe, unhinged. I don't know how many times I've gone backwards and forwards with this. What is wrong with me? But yeah, I decided to do a YouTube channel and never actually introduced myself, just went in knees deep, as if like I was already like a creator out there. Like, I skipped like the first 10 steps and went on to number 11. But you never know with me, like 1 minute I'm doing one thing, the next I'm doing like another thing. Backtracking 3 years, I got diagnosed with ovarian cancer just after my 22nd birthday. The whole like cancer thing, like, I'm not going to say like, well, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, it's like my whole personality. However, it has changed a lot. Well, it's changed everything. It's changed the way that I see life, the way that I think of life, the way that I go about my day. And obviously I've had to adapt even more so to like the long-term conditions that I've had thanks to the repercussions of cancer treatment. Again, I'm not saying this to be like, oh, woe is me, but it's also kind of being like a person that hopefully you can relate to, and if you can't relate to, then just see that like there's another human being at the end of this video, like on the other side, like wherever you are, if you're in bed, if you're in your car, if you sat on the sofa, if you're cooking, like, sorry, I can hear an ambulance. You're kidding me. I'm back. Sorry, an ambulance decided that now was the greatest time to just go past. See? Press the cord and it's like, now guys, now go. Also, one thing about me out of many things is that I will jump through about 1,000,001 conversations, and I hope you can keep up because, wow, I'm telling you now, my mind is a messy place to be. It's organised, but for somebody on the outside, it's like it's organised mess, whether like in my head, whereas in my head, I'm like, so since being diagnosed with cancer and that, I went through the whole treatment, which also included fertility treatment because I'm just a girl. Yeah, so I went through the whole like chemotherapy, which was 2 drugs. Can I even say that word? If it gets like beeped or whatever. But I was on paclitaxel and carboplatin, and either one that you choose, you're going to lose your hair. Now the reason why I have to profess this is because I was obviously diagnosed, had to then go through 2 major surgeries, chemotherapy, fertility treatment, like the whole shebang. And one thing that I'm like really baffled about is before I had cancer, like years and years ago, but I thought, well, if I ever had cancer, like I would donate my hair. No matter what cancer diagnosis you were like diagnosed with, you could basically, like, I thought that you just lose your hair like by the by, like that's that. But no, it depends on like the cancer drug that you get given. I mean, both of mine, either one was going to make me lose my hair, so that really sucked to be me. But it was just crazy to think that when I was diagnosed and I was like, oh, like in that moment in time I was like, well, I've got to follow through with it because I said it, and if I said it, I have to do it. Like, I can't not do it. And plus I got told that I was going to lose my hair either way, like even if I tried to cold cap. So I was like, so I did that. After my first chemotherapy treatment, I cut all my hair off. I came back, I thought that I was on top of the world, thinking, I'm great, I'm still myself. Like, obviously, a few organs down, but like, ooh, girl. Wow. No, I'm telling you now, within 3 hours, I was spooling my guts up. I was hit sideways, from above, from below, everywhere, from the back, from behind. I was like, nope, you're done for. And wow, I got told that it was basically like, think of having the flu, just really bad, like 10 times bad. I actually told my oncologist, I was like, pardon my French, but what the was that? And he goes, yeah, I heard you had it bad. Really? Really? Because I only recovered probably about 2 days ago, feeling a bit better, and I'm going in for my next session. And he was like, yeah. I was like, oh, can't write my life. I went through all of that, and obviously, like, I lost my hair, quite fast, and I think it did affect me. Not during the time that I was going through treatment. Like, I still felt like myself. I still looked like myself. Other than like when I noticed my reflection in the mirror, I was a bit like, ooh, a jump scare. That's another thing my therapist told me that I need to stop doing, and it's joking about things that actually have affected me, because that is a coping mechanism of mine. If I ever like, they're like, ooh, over something, it honestly don't want to know about it. Yeah, so after the whole cancer treatment, it's a bit of an odd one because cancer becomes like your whole life. You are constantly at the doctor's, constantly at the hospital, constantly under some sort of clinician's name. You've got an appointment left, right, and centre. I've been in the hospital like probably a lot more often than the average person, but like cancer, wow, like everything stops. The world around you carries on, but your little world, the way that you are in the world, stops. It just stops. The only thing that you have to do is just get through each day and just go to your chemo sessions, sit down in that chair. That's about it, really. And your nurses literally become like your home away from home. Like, they are, wow, special people, to say the least. I remember, like, it took me a couple of sessions to get comfortable, but by my third session I was there like, whoa, like this, darling, I'm sat in this chair and we're like, yeah. And like, that is your new normal. And then all of a sudden, like, you're out of the back end of cancer treatment and you're kind of expected to just get back into society, to like move the way that people move, like go to work, just live how like you probably would if you've never been diagnosed with cancer. But on top of that, you still have your appointments, you still have your checkups, you still have that anxiety, like, will it come back? If it does come back, for me, unfortunately, I was told that that'd be the end of it, like me. There's so much to weigh down, and on top of that, you're not yourself anymore. It's the whole, you are, it sounds stupid, but like, you are yourself, but at the same time, like, you're just not. Like, nah. You're growing your hair back, for me, growing my eyebrows back, growing my eyelashes back, being okay with the way that my body has changed, and still to this day I'm not really over it. But yeah, I'm slowly working. Actually, no, I wouldn't even say working through it. I'm working with it. I can appreciate that my body fought for me and has done a lot for me, and still to this day I'm here. But at the same time, I am begrudging, because I'm just there like, you did this to me. Like, the cells could have just not mutated to be cancer. Like, I decided, I think it was like a year after chemo. No, actually, it was a year when I was my first year of being in remission. I decided to start an Instagram, decided to start TikTok, and like a load of people said, yeah, you should like do it and, just document your life. And I guess, like, for me, it was trying to find something that made me happy again. Something where it was just me, it wasn't anyone else, it wasn't a hospital appointment, like, it was just me and my own little bubble. It was hard because I wanted to do so much. Again, I'm just like, I've got this idea, like I could share this about my treatment, share that about my treatment, you can get this when you're on cancer treatment, like all these things. And like, still to this day, like, if somebody reaches out to me, I'm just like, right, look, you can get a getaway from like the Willow Foundation, and like, if you're under the age of 24, you can get a free wig from the Little Princess Trust. Like, there are so many things that I learned through that chapter of my life where I'm just like, if I can help somebody, how can I put it? Like, I didn't want them to feel how I felt. I isolated myself like a lot because, wow, again, I cannot profess how much like it just changed everything. The 1st of June changed my life for the rest of my life. Like, yeah. And as much as people say now, I'll just like get over it, how about you get over me talking about it? And now I find myself here doing a YouTube channel because I cannot stress myself out any more than I possibly can. So that's my life. Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed it because I haven't. So yeah, it's been a weird 3 years since being diagnosed with cancer. I'm just trying to live, trying to give like everything because you're really not promised tomorrow, and like I'm not gonna sit here and be there like tell you go and like spend all your money and all of that because tomorrow isn't promised. No, no, no. We're not like that round here. I'm just saying if you want to do something, then just do it. I remember for the longest time, like I've always enjoyed doing like little videos and that when I was younger. Yeah, like I enjoyed it. And I think starting my Instagram and starting my TikTok and now YouTube, I have found a way of it's kind of like journaling for me because I'm doing something that I enjoy. It's a way that I can just basically have verbal diarrhea. If you do like this video, a like, a comment, even just subscribing because I don't know what's happening in my life, but it takes turns. It takes turns like a sharp 90-degree turn between cancer, redundancy, getting a part-time job, quitting the part-time job, and now getting another job. Who knows? Who knows where Daniella's going to end up? But I hope it's a good place and not where I was 3 years ago. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, I hope to see you in my next one.